Residents of Swansea are in shock this morning after a popular police officer dies in the line of duty.
Sergeant Robert Cabral died yesterday morning, killed when his cruiser was hit head-on by an alleged drunk driver. 49-year-old Wayne Smith of Swansea was arrested and charged with drunk driving, resulting in motor vehicle homicide. Now, that's a new offense that's spelled out in the recently signed Melanie's Law. And for more than a decade, Sergeant Cabral visited schools warning young people about the dangers of alcohol and drugs. This was all a part of the DARE program. We spoke to one of his closest friends who also served as a DARE officer with him.
Bobby is going to be someone that would be so difficult to replace.
Losing a friend and a colleague is still a shock to Rochester Police Chief Paul McGee. Sergeant Bob Cabral gave so much to his community, it's hard for those who knew him to believe he's gone.
Such a compassionate individual, dedicated to what he did, whether it was his family.
Chief McGee and Sergeant Cabral met each other back in 1993 during a DARE officers training program, and they realized quickly that teaching kids to stay away from drugs and alcohol was really important to both of them. So the news that a drunk driver may have killed his friend was the cruelest twist of fate.
Just to hear it, it was very difficult to believe at first. It took some time to sink in, and then when word came through that this may be, in fact, a drunk driving accident, was just made it that much more difficult to understand.
How dedicated was he to the DARE program?
A great example of Bob's dedication to the program is when a lot of the state funding began to diminish and evaporate. Bob never even looked back and continued teaching the DARE program at absolutely no pay.
The kids at school knew him as Officer Bob, and over the years they really began to realize what a positive impact he made in their lives.
High school kids would come up to see him and say, Officer Bob, thanks for what you did for me back in school. It made a difference.
Chief McGee and other fellow DARE officers plan to attend Sergeant Cabral's wake as a group.